Good, huh?
Say yummy.
Yummy.
Yeah.
It's a
No, say in the camera.
It's 1,000,000 calories.
So everyone wants to know how's this going to help the election by you eating the black and white cookie.
It's going to help the election because people like mayors that have a lot of weight.
Sal, he's running for mayor.
I love this.
Hi, Sal, I'll be running for mayor.
Are you an IND?
Yeah,
You still are?
I still am.
Well, don't support the IND choice. Support Sal. This is the IND choice this year.
Still Deblasio. Excuse me. Frankly, I think he's got a better shot.
No, not yet.
Okay. All I know is that you never went on the internet. I've never gone on the internet. No one can find me any place.
And I got to tell you something that, you know, I just, certainly it's an ethical and moral issue, but I think I'm more concerned with the deceptiveness about.
Hi, how are you? Hi, nice to see you again.
So you went into the pizza shop. A lady didn't want to be identified on camera, but
Right.
can you tell the viewers what her complaint was?
Well, she said that an inspector from the Department of Health went into her restaurant and there were no problems there, and he decided to unscrew the video camera, and there were some flies that came into the restaurant while this was going on, and she received a $1,000 fine, which is outrageous. And they've gotten A's consistently, it's quite clear the guy was looking to raise revenue to find this restaurateur. And I've proposed that we don't fine folks when they have minor violations. You allow them some time, maybe a week or two, to address those violations, and then if they don't do it, then you fine them. But it's quite clear that the city is using these restaurateurs as a piggy bank, and it's wrong.
And do you find it troubling that the inspector unscrewed her video cameras, which have nothing to do with health department?
I thought that was odd. I thought that was odd.
You know, you have any opinion? Do you think like there's just too much of hounding? You know,
I mean, obviously we need some enforcement. We need sensible enforcement. We need to have traffic enforcement agents be less draconian in the way they approach people. If somebody's double parked, you tell them to move. You don't issue a summons right away. I'm always concerned that people are being used to raise revenue for the city, and that causes individuals to lose faith in their government. I mean, we all want enforcement, but it's got to be sensible. It can't be just to raise revenue for the city.
I've been stopped and frisked.
So you were talking to Sal Albanese about stop and frisk. Can you tell me what your story is?
One night after a long shift of work, when I was still working in the city, I was coming off the 4 train late at night, and I got detained for, I think it may have even been an hour, but certainly it was about 45 minutes, and it was over the 45-minute mark, and there was absolutely no reason for it, except for I believe that my skin color did not match the skin color of the neighborhood. And at the time I was actually not able to call my wife to answer her phone, anything. And at the end of the 45 minutes, I was just let go without anything. No reason, no.
Did you ask the officers like why are you stopping me?
Yeah, he said he said that it was a stop and frisk. I don't believe he gave me a reasonable cause or anything.
But did he say it was a stop and frisk?
I believe it was over a year ago. I don't remember his wording.
Now were they looking
They wrote
for
it down
any...
in the notebook. They made it an official stop, but they
took your ID, you mean, like to write your name?
Yeah, and they took they went through my bag and everything. But there's no follow-up on it, no reasonable
Were the
cause
officers
or
looking for any white Jewish guys that
At
just
the time,
did a
no.
robbery or like
No.
with a yarmulke on the head? Or
Not
something
that
like
I know of, but I imagine I would have read about the next day.
So what are you? Does this anger you as a voter? Because this is a big issue now.
The way it was handled bothered me, but I do understand. I mean, and I spent a lot of time in Israel, and they constantly, you have to go through metal detectors in all different places. It's just a way of life, unfortunately, that by living in the city I have to put up with. But I minded the way I was treated during the stop.
So your issue was not the stop and frisk, but more that they should have just said, "Listen, we're pulling you over because of whatever."
Let me answer my phone from my wife. Just tell her that I'm at this corner, and she could. I'll be another few minutes, another 10 minutes, whatever. Just tell her, give me an idea.